and I was born on November 17th, 1994 in Pensacola, Florida. I have an older brother named Lance and a little sister named Haley. And when I was about 3 years old, my mom and dad got a divorce. See, my dad was a truck driver, so I never really saw him that much. But my mom met this new guy named Brian, and Brian became my stepdad. And Brian was super cool because he knew a lot about computers and video games and all this cool stuff. And Brian treated me and Lance like we were his own kids. He would play video games with us, and that's how I got introduced to Mario, so you can thank him for that. Now, I've had a lot of medical problems throughout my life. A lot of my fans know this, but what you probably don't know is that when I was about 3 years old, my brother Lance hit me in the head with a baseball bat. Now, I'm not just saying a little hit. He knocked me out. There was blood all over our playroom, and he ran to my mom and said, Mom, I accidentally killed Logan. And my mom was like, what? So she picked me up and rushed me to the hospital, and it turns out that Lance had fractured my skull. He had hit me so hard that he actually cracked the side of my head. And I know I did not get any brain damage. I'm not stupid or retarded. But he did hit me so hard, I think I forgot math, because I'm really, really bad at math. And then, when I was in the 3rd grade, I went to Louisiana for spring break to visit my cousins, and they had this huge pool, and I love to swim, so I swam all day. But that was a bad idea because there were millions and millions of mosquitoes all around the pool, and I got bit like 100 times. And one specific mosquito was carrying this very, very deadly disease, and I was the unlucky one, and I got bit by this huge monster devil dragon mosquito, so I had all these bite marks all over me, and when I got back to Pensacola, my neck started to hurt really bad. Like, I could not move my head without a sharp pain shooting down my spine. And I said, Mom, my neck hurts really bad. And my mom's like, you probably just slept on it wrong. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, until I started throwing up everywhere and felt like I was gonna die. So my mom rushed me to the hospital, and the doctor said, you probably just have the flu or something. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you feel? And I said, bleh, and I threw up all over his stupid 1 to 10 chart. So they started doing all these tests, and it turns out that I had West Nile virus and spinal meningitis. Now, apparently this was a big deal because the doctors were freaking out. They were like, get an ambulance, we gotta transfer him to a bigger hospital. And this was my first time in an ambulance. They took me by ambulance to a bigger hospital so they could try to cure me. So after about 2 weeks of being in the hospital, I was cured and everything was okay. And my mom bought me Super Smash Brothers for the GameCube to make up for me getting sick, I guess, or it was a prize for not dying. I don't really know. But I love Super Smash Brothers for the GameCube. I played it all the time with my brother and all my friends. And then after a while, I started getting really, really sick every time I would eat. Like, I couldn't eat anything without feeling like I was gonna throw up. I stopped eating as much as I usually did, which was a lot. I could eat anything. I could eat a whole pizza. I could eat 2 double cheeseburgers. I loved to eat. So when I stopped eating, I lost a lot of weight. So I ended up seeing a doctor, and the doctor ran all these tests and didn't find anything wrong with me. So the doctor said, you must be faking it, or you just want attention. And my mom and Brian believed the doctor because, none of the tests came back with anything wrong. So when it came time to eat, I wasn't allowed to do anything until I ate all my food. I wasn't allowed to play any video games. I wasn't allowed to see my friends. I wasn't even allowed to watch TV. No one believed me that every time I would eat, I would get horribly sick. I had to start thinking of ways of hiding food so it looked like I was actually eating. I would roll up the food in a napkin and put it in my pockets, or I would take really, really big bites of food and say I had to use the bathroom. I'd go in the bathroom and spit the food out in the toilet. This is what really happened. And this happened for years and years because no one would listen to me. No one believed me that I was sick. Now let's take a break from the medical problems and get into the YouTube part of my life. The medical problems will continue later. So I joined YouTube on December 8th, 2007, and I found out about YouTube while I was in the 7th grade. I remember I came home from school one day and Lance was telling me about how his friend joined this cool new website called YouTube, and he was uploading videos and having so much fun. So I decided to give it a try, and I can't really explain what happened in my very first video, but I was trying to recreate the Super Mario Got Milk commercial from like the 1990s, and I told Lance and his friend Patrick to film me with my little Mario toy, and then complete randomness happened. And I remember I clicked upload, and within an hour I had 2 views. I was like, oh my god, 2 views, I am famous, I am like Will Smith, people know me, I'm all around the world right now. But I probably got those 2 views from refreshing my own video page so many times. But I really thought it was cool and awesome how I could upload videos and people would actually see them. So I started making like 8 videos a day. I was making the most random, stupid videos ever. I ended up deleting most of my videos because I realized how dumb they were. So I decided to do videos with my little Mario wing plush doll, and I would review video games and do a bunch of random stuff. I got a couple of subscribers and a few views, but I thought I was doing pretty good. Then I found this guy named Froggy company. He made plush videos and he would make all these cool Mario freak out videos, and I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I loved his videos. I ended up messaging him and we became really good friends, and he gave me tips on how to make better videos. And that's when I added Tony the Tiger and Shrek and Woody and all the characters you love today. And after I added all these new characters, my video views went up and I hit 1,000 subscribers. I was like, 1,000 people, like that's so many people. And then I went and bought me a 12 set of Mario plushies for like $250. And I also bought a $150 Flip Video HD camera because I wanted my videos to be better quality. And I used all the money from my birthday and I just put it all toward YouTube because I really wanted my YouTube career just to blow up. And I continue to make videos and make more friends on YouTube. Now, at the time, it was just me and my brother Lance doing these plush videos. Lance did the voice of Shrek, Mr. Pig, and Woody, and I did the voice of Mario, until I asked my friends Luke and Zeke to help out with my videos. Now, before me, Luke, and Zeke did these plush videos, we would all go on crazy adventures with my Mario plushies. We really actually had a good time playing with these toys, and we were like, oh my god, what if we just filmed these cool, funny adventures we go on? Because if we're laughing at it, maybe other people will laugh at them too. So that's how the Mario and Luigi Stupid and Dumb Adventures series was born. We filmed our stupid adventures that we would usually have in our minds, and y'all ended up loving it, and the series exploded.